Colbert or Mr. Hoffman?
I guess let's go get started.
Okay, well, I would probably tell my grandchildren that make sure you have plenty of projects. Make sure you find toilet paper really fast. And make sure that you have all your Netflix binge watching shows. Okay. All right, well, that was fun. So now we're going to actually have Susan Colbert talk about the community connectors and the OXU extension and voter registration materials.
Okay. I'm not sure if everybody can hear me. First of all, OSU Extension, we're still working remotely from home. I'm in the office on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 5, but you have to make an appointment before you can come. And if you come, you have to wear a mask, practice social distancing, and all that good stuff. Okay. We're still doing programming. We're still offering homebuyer education, money management, student loan debt, workshops on student loan debt, as well as investment 101. And we strongly encourage you to attend our workshops. We have a newsletter that will be coming out, and I'll send it to the Civic Association so that they can post it on their website. These classes are offered absolutely free of charge. One of the programs that we're getting ready to roll out within the next month or so is a Super Savers Club. And you know, with the pandemic, unfortunately, prior to the pandemic, 40% of Americans didn't have a savings account with $400 in it. If your car broke down, you didn't have money, or if you got laid off, you know, your landlord still expects to get paid. Your utility companies still expect to get their money for your gas, your electric, and your telephone. And so as a result of the generosity of an anonymous donor, we are now offering one-to-one match. So if you save $600, we'll match $600. And it's primarily for low-income families that have an income below $47,000. But they have to be a graduate of our money management class in order to participate in this Super Savers Club, as well as open up a dedicated savings account. As a part of being a member of the Super Savers Club, you'll have an opportunity to participate in some self-paced financial literacy modules that will cover estate planning, investments, insurance, debt management, and much more. So we're really excited about this opportunity, and we look forward to getting the marketing materials out. And if you can encourage family, friends, neighbors, and others that you think could benefit from this program to contact us, we'll be happy to work with them. So basically that's the update that I would like to give about OSU Extension. I would also like to mention to you, outside of the office located at 99 East 9th Avenue, Terrace Place, between Indianola and High, there is a small box out there with information about there's voter registration forms as well as absentee ballots in that form. Please, please, please encourage any and everybody to stop by and pick up that material. We'll replace it or replenish that box on a regular basis. But the deadline for voter to register to vote is October 3rd. And so time is of the essence. You cannot afford to miss this deadline. If you don't want to get a paper copy, you can register to vote electronically. And so please, you can visit voteohio.gov to register. It's a very simple process. All they need is your name, address, date of birth, is the last 4 digits of your social security number. It is very important that you vote. Whether, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, whatever, that you vote. It is your constitutional right. And as a part of civic engagement, you have to be a part of the problem. Either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. And so definitely we strongly encourage you to get out and vote. And so there's no excuse for you getting registered. And I'll also repeat that website. If you want more information on how to vote, where to vote, all that good stuff, go to voteohio.gov. As simple as that. And then the other thing that I was asked to talk about are the community connectors. We have a group of residents who are currently serving as community connectors, but we need more community connectors to serve as ambassadors. And basically they serve as ambassadors, not only to help us market programs and services and opportunities about OSU Extension, but they serve as a link to the Civic Association. Because unfortunately, not everybody wants to come to a meeting. Not everybody is able to come to a meeting. So as a result, these neighborhood ambassadors help to serve as that connector. They help get the word out to residents who are maybe elderly or disabled or seniors, or who may not be able to come because of childcare issues or whatever the matter is. So as a result, we need community connectors to help us get the word, to be the boots on the street, on the ground, to help us get the word out. And so if anyone is interested in serving as a community connector, it's not a big time commitment. We only meet once a month and talk about the different issues and try to strategize as to how to get the word out on the street to other residents. And so it's not a big time commitment. So you have no excuse not to participate. So if anyone's interested, please email me and I'll be happy to send you information. And so basically those are the updates. And the 4 community connectors that we currently have is Georgina Stevenson, who is there at the meeting now. So if anyone has any questions, pass on your information to her, and I'm sure she'll be happy to address your questions or concerns, as well as Chester Jackson and Tina, his wife, is also community ambassadors. I'm trying to see who else. Tracy Evans, who lives on 7th Avenue, she is a community ambassador, and Kimberly Golden also serves as a community ambassador. So they try to go out and promote and market, but we need more help. So I'm putting out a plea today for you all to, consider volunteering and being a community connector. So I'd like to end at this point in time.
Susan, could you remind us of your email address too?
Yes, it's Colbert, C-O-L, B as in Bob, E-R-T .22 at osu.edu.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Susan. I hope
You're welcome.
that we find some people interested in becoming a community ambassador and or connector. Did anyone have any questions for Susan? Well, and if you have any later, you can ask Regina. I'm sure she'll be able to help. Okay, so now I'm supposed to give you a reminder about the dog parade happening this weekend. Yay! I flooded the email, I flooded the Facebook, the forum, discussion page, my page. I've talked to people. I've literally jumped out of my car and handed people walking their dogs flyers. They're probably sick of looking at me. So I hope we have a decent group of people coming to the doggy parade. My daughter flew in for it because my grandpup Yayo will be there. My dog Thor will be there. We're gonna dress him as Thor, and we tried to give him a hammer, but he ate it. So we had to order from Amazon a cape with a hammer on it. And then my son's girlfriend has a khaki colored poodle named Jake that I call Jake from State Farm. Because what are you wearing, Jake? Khakis. So I found him a red shirt, so Jake from State Farm will be there. And it's just gonna be a lot of fun. Just something for us to do as neighbors and have a good time. We need a laugh and a giggle. And what warms your heart more than our fur babies, right? Like you said, get a dog, right? So we're gonna start probably right here at the school on 4th. We're gonna make a walk down 7th, come on down Summit, down 5th, and back. We'll have first, second, and third place winners. You just get bragging rights, that's all. And a ribbon. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So please bring people, You can park on the street, you can get out and walk, follow us. I'm seriously considering getting a Grand Marshal hat so I can do this. And at the time, if I find one, it's on. Yeah, I bought some. So you can please take one, tell your friends and neighbors. And it's at 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. And it probably shouldn't be no more than an hour. And it'll be fun. Bring the kids. Just come on out and just have some fun, okay? It's our first annual Wyland Park Doggy Parade.
Because cats simply will not.
Because cats simply will not. That's what the flyer says. Because cats simply will not. Did you like that, Chris? I thought you'd like that. And someone invariably asked, well, why not cats? Because they won't. You know. And next, Chris McConaughey. Did I say that right? Yeah. As in Matthew McConaughey? Cool. Chris McConaughey is my friend from Veritas Church. And he's going to talk to you about the Learning Education Center over at Veritas. You want to stand right here?
Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm on staff with Veritas Community Church. For those of you who don't know, we are just right down the street here on 2nd Avenue. And there's something really specific I want to make sure you guys are at least aware of. Obviously, we're all trying this virtual education environments. We're all trying this for the first time together. All over the city, there's these what's being called learning extension centers. So learning extensions are basically these buildings, churches, not-for-profits, all these agencies opening up their doors and being able to do some, assisting with education in a safe way. So there's reasons why we've closed down the schools to help prevent the spread of COVID. So in a small capacities, we have about maybe 20 to 30 total seats. We're welcoming, and we still have room for Wyland Park students to come down to our building, and we're going to have Wi-Fi. We'll have breakfast and lunch provided, and we'll have tutors available to kind of just help hone in on the teacher of the virtual learning, help with questions, help with reading books, and just stuff like that. We've been going for about 2 weeks now, and so we still have some spots available. We can probably safely fit maybe 20 to 30 students, and we are going to be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to noon. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to noon. And that's, we can adjust it depending if we see a lot of interest and things, change the schedules. But we just want to make sure that you are aware that, we would love to just to come alongside you in that way. And, yeah, we're going to have a lot of volunteers. We really care about a lot of our members and attenders have students just down the street, right down on 2nd Avenue.
Okay,
So
we'll play later. Daddy's in a meeting.
If you have children that could use that help, or neighbors, just feel free to mention. There's one specific action step, which I know not everyone's going to have a paper or anything, but we can follow up on emails afterwards. But really, if you're interested, kind of the first thing to do is just to text LEC to a phone number, and then that will be I'll probably be the one responding, but that'll be kind of like the central way that we can gather people who are interested. So just LEC, Learning Extension Center, just LEC, and the phone number is going to be 614-963-3972. So that's 614. Yeah. I think I will definitely get it so it can be part of the notes in the minutes. I know that a couple of you have writing it down. It's 614-963-3972. And just text LEC to that number, and we will take the rest from there. But yeah, we're really excited to open our doors in this way. We're also working from home. Our doors are closed, so it's fun to actually be able to open it and use it. We have classrooms where we're doing it safely with masks on and volunteers, and so yeah. Any questions about that? Yeah.
Agent.
Yes. Okay. So we are trying. So the question was, what about ages? So we are trying specifically to target Wyland Park Elementary. Our ages are really kindergarten through 6th grade that we're choosing right now. That's just it's.
Do they have to
At this point, so the question was, do they have to be going to Wyland Park? At this point, that's the hope. But full disclosure, we have room. So I would say still encourage people. We'll talk. Yeah, we can talk afterwards. But so as of right now, we're trying to do kindergarten through 6th for Wyland Park Elementary students. But of course, we're open. Just reach out and we'll talk on a more individual basis if you have children outside that parameters. So any other questions? It has
Is it for,
already
like,
started.
2 weeks?
Yeah. So we started last Monday. So we're 2 weeks in. So we've got a lot of the procedures and all stuff, worked out already. And we just, yeah. So the hours again are 9 to noon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yep. So cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Chris. Okay, and next, Bridget is going to come and remind us again about the Porch Progressive Dinners that's coming up. This really sounds like a lot of fun, a little bit of a spin on like a Taste of Columbus, so we can kind of sort of say it's kind of like a Taste of Wyland Park, but it's called a Porch Progressive Dinner. Progressive dinner, right? She's gonna tell you about it.
Okay. So I'm a little late to the party on this, but I just created the ticket sales website today. Basically, it's a sliding scale. If you want to pay $0, you can. But there will be a link in the Facebook group and an email later today. But next Thursday from 6 to 7:30, we've got 7 hosts who are going to just serve from their porch. So we basically just want you to reserve a ticket, whether you pay for it or not, and bring a to-go container, and you can stop at these different places and get something that will complete a meal at the end of the day. And you can kind of take a porch tour and talk to your neighbors in the process. So just a fun, safe way to get together and meet some new people. Does anybody have any questions? Great. They will, for now, it's just going to come to the Civic for activities and things that we'll be able to do. We have a little budget every year to do things like the ice cream social. So, yeah, this is an idea for how to spend funding.
Okay, and I just wanted to also share with you a little news from Godman Guild. Some of you may know I'm also on the board of directors there, and things have really been happening and popping for Godman Guild. One of the things was that Godman Guild received quite a bit of money, $700,000 through the Resilience Initiative Fund. And she was asked to, if the mayor could hold a press conference, which was earlier this week. You can catch it on YouTube. It was Monday at 2 o'clock. And Ellen was able to speak, the mayor was able to speak, and some of the city council members was there. Priscilla Tyson, Shannon Harding, I don't remember who else, but they were there, and it was a pretty decent conference. And then they also received $125,000 from the U.S. Bank to address inequities in workforce development. So Godman Guild is really doing important work in this community. I'm really glad that they're getting that type of recognition and funding so that they can continue the great work of low-income families and to have programs that people can attend, their children can attend, the workforce development, GED, ESL, and other E3 programs, all the other programming. What? They are managing to do them online because they have not decided to go back into their building until after the end of the year. They're going to look at it and see what that looks like. So they are doing a lot of their programs on. Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on with them as well. So we're really proud and happy about that. And also, I wanted to talk about, you're gonna be seeing an art project pretty soon over there on the basketball court that kids, an artist in the community won the contest to be able to put his art project up there. I do want to tell you about it, but I'm sworn to secrecy. But it's really powerful and it's going to be really nice. So just watch for it. I think you're going to like it. But it was a resident from Wyland Park, and we're very happy that he won this award. A young man, and it's really exciting. So great. I'm just really proud of the things that are going on in Wyland Park right now. And we also held a meeting of the Joyce Hughes Park the other day with Thrive, and they are still trying to consolidate planning and what is the design and what we all want, and working with the neighbors at Grant Park as well as other residents in Wyland Park as well. We're all Wyland Park to see what we all want and how it's going to look. And it's coming together very nicely, I think. And you're going to be pleased, and we're going to have opportunities maybe to have events in the park, maybe little concerts and opportunities for children. A reason it was brought up, why would I just want to come to the park? Well, what makes it different from, say, Wyland Park? And we're incorporating things that Joyce Hughes loved, but also opportunities for people to come, maybe just sit and enjoy the park, maybe a porch swing, or maybe little talking tubes for little kids to play with, and wind chimes just for a nice relaxing walk, and trees and flowers. So it's going to be really nice. So that's moving along as well. So I'm really glad about that. So there's a lot of good things happening in Wyland Park, and I'm really, like I said, I'm excited and happy to be a part of it. And now, Officer Smith, can you come and just give us, we said every month we're going to have a report from Columbus Police basically on the state of the community. Just so we know firsthand what's happening in the community, and if there's any questions or any concerns that we can bring so that we can all feel very safe in our communities. I did a video yesterday for the city of Columbus in lieu of the National Night Out. They just had some of the community leaders do videos on what safety in a community meant to them. And what I said was in Wyland Park, it meant neighbors looking out for each other and feeling and being connected. I hope I wasn't wrong. And so this is part of that goal and part of that plan. So thanks, Officer.
And actually, National Night Out this year got moved because of COVID, and it was supposed to be in August, and it's been moved to October the 6th. We're not encouraging anybody to actually have events other than maybe turn porch lights on or that sort of thing. Now, of course, if you want to have an event, that's totally acceptable, and you could do that. But the vast majority of neighborhoods are just doing a porch light thing or something to that effect. So it's all kind of, the timing is all out of order from what it typically is. Wyland Park in general is seeing lower than average crime rates overall. And I mean, of course, there's going to be occasional circumstances where things aren't that usual. And some of those I can't really talk about, but in general, everything is relatively low. I would caution people, we're getting ready to go into the holiday season. It's notoriously a bad time for package and mail theft and that sort of thing. I have had some issues over around Grant Park and the new apartments over there with cars getting broken into. Please be mindful, don't leave anything in your cars. And in many cases, the biggest upswing I've seen over this past probably 6+ months has just been people getting their cars stolen. And that's a direct result, in many cases, of a large portion of them, they've left them running for whatever reason. In many cases, a lot of people are leaving spare keys in their car. I don't know why you would do that. But it happens, believe it or not. I think the last 2 weeks just in the off-campus area of the university, probably of the 14 plus stolen cars just in 2 weeks, 7 of them were because people left them running, and another probably 6 or 7 were because they left a spare key in the car. Somebody broke into the car, found the key, and took the car. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know why you would do that, but it seems to be a common problem right now. The remainder of that, of what I've seen, is some burglaries that have occurred where keys for cars got taken as a result of the burglary, and then the car gets stolen. Most of those are happening up around Clintonville and up around Hudson Street in that area. Overall, Wineland Park's been relatively good. Anybody got any concerns? Yes, in comparison to what they were a couple months ago, yes. There's still concern about the Garrett Haskell shooting that occurred on Chittenden and what that entails, and I can't really go into that because it's obviously under investigation. But that again is kind of an anomaly in the scheme of things. Some of the things that happened a couple months ago, we've already attributed to certain factors and whether they were connected or not, and that sort of thing. So we've made a lot of progress on that. Nothing else going on that I know of, that I'm aware of, unless somebody's aware that there's some tensions going on. A lot of our factions that we're dealing with, like over in Linden or wherever, they seem like they're getting younger and younger. And it's not unusual to have 14-year-old kids out here with guns, and they're shooting each other. I don't think I've ever seen the like of it. I've been an officer 35 years, so, and I've worked in Windsor Terrace and I've worked in the London area, and I've been in this area for the last 22 years. So, any other questions? Chris? Okay.
We are actually going to have Judge Russo come next month. Wanted to come this month, but she was inundated with their opening up the courts and having cases. So we're going to come next month and talk to us about some of the things and issues they have.
Yeah, and actually in conjunction with that, the commander over this entire zone has worked on an initiative to deal with the juvenile criminal aspect issues and offenders. And what's that? Well, they put a program together along with the criminal information unit to try to intervene with some of these young people before they get into the court system and so forth. So that might be something else that we could work on. Yeah. Anybody else? I'm usually out in the neighborhood somewhere, so if you need anything, I think everybody has my phone number, right?
Really?
What do you mean, really?
Is that the number you don't give out?
Yeah, that's the secret number
Right.
that only rings in my shoe. 645-1404. It's really simple. 645-1404. And it's area code 614, obviously. So, hope everybody's doing good. It's kind of stressful times. A lot of people are cooped up. Normally, I see, like in the wintertime, where people have been cooped up for too long, they start getting crazy, and they just, I actually, when all this started, I had a lady ask me at a gas station, "You guys are still working?" I'm like, I don't think I can work from home, man. I don't know what you mean, but thanks anyway. So, all right.
Okay, thank you so much, Officer Smith. We appreciate it. So that's pretty much it for us, which is kind of cool because it gets dark in like 15 minutes. So if anybody has any questions or concerns for the Civic, I'm here to answer them right now. I do want to say that I will be reaching out to some of the committees because Susan and I had a conversation and we agreed that there are other committees within the Civic that, you know, I just will be checking in with the heads to see if they're still willing and wanting to work on some things in the community projects and step it up and or be involved. If not, I will be reaching out for people to replace them and take over that role because I'm a firm believer in teamwork. My leadership style is that I work with everybody that's involved in the leadership. So that's how I do it. Your participation and commitment is valued. And if you want to be in that role, we want to have you. And if you don't, we want you to still be a part of the Civic, but we will look for someone else. So I'm loving this time that we can come together and just be neighbors and just live here and enjoy our community. So love one another and thank you for coming. And if you have any questions or any concerns, you can always reach me. You know my email, tlaylong@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.